You guys invented football hooliganism for this country to behave as if racist fringe have never existed in football fans. It's a bit coy, isn't it?
All of the football teams are allowed. Maccabi's first time, not allowed.
The Maccabi fans are known for violence. You could hear them chanting death to Arabs. There's no schools in Gaza because all the children are gone.
Palestine's thousands of miles away. If it's that important, move out there. Leave this to us.
Do you think it's probably for the best that they're not here?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. There's nothing to be gained by having them here.
Stop Israel from playing? You're joking. This is crazy. Labour is anti-Semitic through and through. Vote reform.
I'm hoping to see plenty of people with Palestine flags. We just want to be there and use this, no matter what happens, as an example for us to stand up for Palestine.
It's the fucking Villa.
We're standing for justice. We think it should be applied equally across the board, whether they are our allies or not. We want them kicked out of sports as a way of holding them accountable for the actions that they've done.
Do you think it's fair to penalise the football team as a result of that?
It's wider than the football team. This is a political issue, and there are members of the football team that have served in the IDF, but also Israel benefits from having teams in these tournaments because it normalises them. They're not even a European team, really. So, yeah, double standards.
Russia is a different story, and the reason of the conflict. Everyone who has some common sense knows that it's a completely different circumstances and responding to a completely different thing, because the Putin's aggression on Ukraine, it's a whole lot different story than Hamas aggression on Israel.
I've never understood why Israeli teams are under UEFA rule anyway, but if they are, they are. The football club themselves aren't the ones that are involved in the war, so therefore the club can do what they need to do. But if it's starting to bring politics into football, then something has to be done. It's a bit like with Russia. They got kicked out of all of the competitions because of the situation that they were in with invading Ukraine. So why is that not the same for Israel and Palestine, Gaza and all that?
The main point of the protest is to call out the double standard of UEFA and FIFA. So I think we've seen before that Russian teams have been banned from competition, but we're yet to see Israeli teams banned from any competition. So I think we're here to point out, one, the double standard of UEFA and FIFA, and two, I think we're here to show unity with the Palestinian cause, and just to show the Palestinians that no matter where we are around the world, that we're with them and we're united in their fight against the genocidal state that is Israel.
Do you sympathise with the Aston Villa fans that maybe think it's unfair that Maccabi Tel Aviv are allowed to compete in this game?
No, I'm not Aston fan. Actually, I live in Wolverhampton, so I'm a Wolves fan. I'd like to express my solidarity with the Israeli team, Tel Aviv Maccabi, but also to say no to one group taking over the whole town, the whole city, the whole area, and intimidating us.
What group do you mean exactly?
The intimidating group, you mean? Well, obviously the pro-Palestine mob, Muslims. That's why you can, as you can see, you have a heavy police presence tonight.
I volunteered for the Israeli in this war. I packed medical. I helped food parcels for the Israeli army while the war was going in. I support them 100%.
Do you think what's happened today is a bit of a disgrace?
It's pure anti-Semitism. It's just against politicians trying to cause more havoc. I honestly believe if none of this happened, the game would have taken place, and there might have been a few rallies, as there always, free Hamas and all this.
Why do you think the politicians have done that?
I have no, because it's Labour.
Yeah.
It's Labour.
And Labour, rooted in anti-Semitism in your opinion?
Oh, 100%. Labour is anti-Semitic through and through the roots, through and through. Vote reform.
Do you respect the fact there's going to be a pro-Palestine protest here, or do you respect the fact that Maccabi fans, there's a kind of don't mix sport with politics protest going on?
My own simple philosophy is, this is the middle of Birmingham. This is England. It's Birmingham. If Palestine means that much to them, why don't they live there? Simple, isn't it? Palestine's thousands of miles away. If it's that important, move out there. Leave this to us. This is a football match.
You see what's happened in Russia and with Russia and Ukraine, and you see what's happened between Israel and Palestine. It's dreadful, but it shouldn't prevent us from being able to come to a football match in Birmingham.
Are you on the opinion of sport and politics not mixing?
No, they do mix. You can't avoid it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. But you've got to find an appropriate way of dealing with it. And I think the Villa have done as much as they can. I feel sorry for the police, having been put in the position they've been put in by politicians trying to jump on the bandwagon.
The club have made scapegoats for all of this, and it's actually politics and the police and all the authorities that have put us in this position as a football club. So it's really more down to the authorities that be. The club have not come out and said, we don't want fans here. And even the Maccabi Tel Aviv fans aren't here because the club have said they don't want to sell tickets to them anyway. So, or they don't want to be here through fear of having their own fans kind of involved in it. So actually, really, the two clubs involved, I'm not defending anything to do with Maccabi or anything because obviously they've got history, but the two clubs really have kind of been made to look like they're the ones involved, they're the ones that have caused all this, when actually it's not.
A lot of commentary in the media has suggested that politics and sport shouldn't be mixed, and maybe some people might agree with that. We're saying that FIFA have already decided to mix politics and sport by allowing Israeli teams to participate in UEFA and European competition.
It's not the players' fault what their government does. It's not the players' fault. It's not the fans' fault. Like, to me, to be honest, I don't think their fans should have been banned from coming. I really don't.
I mean, Russia's obviously not allowed to take part in football. There's incidents where stadium closures happen all the time. Polish fans not being able to travel, Hungarian fans not being able to travel.
Czechoslovakians play each other all the time. They play each other all the time. That still goes on.
All other football teams are allowed. Maccabi's first time not allowed because the pro-Palestinians think they got a claim that there's a genocide going on right? So they think they can go around all the countries telling us their part, which makes no sense, right? And this government, this country needs to be afraid. Look what happened. It could happen here soon too.
The Maccabi fans are known for violence. They've got a history of violence. There's videos on YouTube from Amsterdam where you could hear them chanting death to Arabs. There's no schools in Gaza because all the children are gone. Inciting violence, inciting hatred. What they represent is a wider hatred of Muslims, a wider hatred of Palestinians. And we're here to protest that, as well as the genocide happening in Gaza. We're here to protect our community because we don't want the Tel Aviv fans to do here what they did in Amsterdam. We don't want them to commit the same violence and attack against the neighborhood and against civilians going about their business here like they did in Amsterdam.
They think they own the streets. They think they can create no-go areas for Israelis, for Jews, for anyone that doesn't agree with their twisted, warped worldview. They think they have a moral and religious right to dominate our politics, our policing, and our cities. But we're here today to say no. No, you do not.
What do you make of the suggestion that Maccabi fans haven't behaved appropriately in previous fixtures, and that's what's led to them being banned from this fixture?
I think, first of all, every football club, including Villa, including Liverpool, my team, have bad eggs. Are Maccabi Tel Aviv uniquely evil? No. They were at Ajax, and they've turned the narrative that there was Maccabi Tel Aviv fans who caused the issues. It's been proven in the court in Amsterdam that the locals engaged in what they describe in their words as a Jew hunt, a pre-planned, premeditated hunting down of Jewish people. And let me tell you, when they found the Maccabi Tel Aviv fans, they didn't say, are you a fan of Maccabi Tel Aviv? They didn't say, are you Israeli? They said, are you Jewish?
I mean, I find it quite, you're a British person, I presume. I mean, you guys invented football hooliganism. I mean, I don't want to bring any skeletons out. But for this country to behave as if racist fringe have never existed in football fans, it's a bit coy, isn't it? I mean, yes, you should eradicate those people from football because football should be for everyone. But that's not unique to Maccabi Tel Aviv fans, yes or no. That can be said about many, many other clubs around the world. And in regards to your question, yes, there have been some incidents. Again, we know about incidents that happened with Europeans team, but we still haven't seen Manchester City being banned.
You don't believe that Palestine is a nation in its own right?
Nope. No.
Why do you not believe that?
Israel, there's archaeology proof. Yeah, there's a history outside of the Bible, right? There is just a slew of so much proof and evidence that Israel is their land, right? Their promised land, right? Because they were dispersed, right? That land was barren, right? Until it was given to them in 1948, all of a sudden everyone started kicking off, right? Otherwise, nobody was doing nothing there. No building, no business, no nothing, no having no claim to it even. As soon as Israel does, right, because of what happened to them in the Holocaust and everything, suddenly, whoa, it's our land, it's our land, it's our land.
Beautiful game will survive. You know, this is football fans. We've been welcomed on the street by the Aston Villa fans. You know, they want to be in a stadium packed with opposition. They want to engage in the banter and the conflict with another team, all in light of a beautiful game. So football will survive.